mata sa daanan. Isang paalala mula sa DZUP 1602, kasali ka.
Eleksyon Talakayan.
Nagbabalik muli ang DZUP Eleksyon Talakayan. Ako si Gian Librojo.
At ako naman si Carl Sayat. Kanina nakasama natin sa ating programa ang spokesperson ng UNIDO Party List na nagbahagi ng kanilang pagtingin sa mga ilang issue sa ating bansa.
Ngayon naman po ay kasama natin live dito sa ating studio ang second nominee mula sa Ako Bisdak Bisayang Dako na si Ginoong Romel Gavieta. Magandang hapon po.
Magandang hapon.
Apo, maayong hapon po maayong hapon.
Maayong hapon.
Meron po kayong 2 minuto, sir, para po ipakilala ang inyong sarili pati na rin po ang inyong partido.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Romel Gavieta. I'm a product of the University of the Philippines. My first degree is in architecture. My master's degree is in urban planning from the School of Urban and Regional Planning. My second master's degree is from the University of Leeds in the UK. Scholar ako nun. Habang nagtatrabaho ako sa Basis Conversion Development Authority, and ang specialization ko sa Leeds ay Airport Project Finance. Yung first nominee naman is retired Rear Admiral Ernesto Enriquez, product of PMA, class of 1984. And Ako Bisdak is a product of Admiral Enriquez's advocacy, no, to basically have a platform from where yung mga Visayan-speaking people will have a chance, no, for an equitable allocation of wealth of the country. Ba't natin nasabi yan, no? There's around about 11 million voters from Eastern, Western, and Central Visayas. 11 million voters. We generally contribute around about, we're the third highest contributor to the national GDP, the regions Western, Eastern, and Western Visayas, no? And yet, in terms of yung DPWH allocation of funds for the whole region, no, yung 3 region, we're next to the lowest ARMM sa DPWH. Talo pa kami ng Metro Manila. Of course, Metro Manila is important, no? But we're basically second to the last in terms of allocation of resources by the DPWH. Yung isa pa na siguro one of the things I'd like to highlight here, is in terms of seafarers, 90% of Filipino seafarers are Visayan-speaking people. 90%, and they contribute $5.2 billion every year, no, as in terms of overseas Filipino remittances dito sa bansa. Now, having said that, ang balak namin as a party list is ipagdugtong-dugtong yung mga isla ng Visayas para makakreate tayo ng super economic region at pagdugtong-dugtongin din ng mga tao through free wifi. Dahil hanggang ngayon, may kulang pa rin yun doon.
Opo. Sir, pag-uusapan po natin yan in-depth po later po sa ating pagpapatuloy ng ating panayam. Tutungo na po tayo sa unang bahagi ng ating panayam.
Okay.
Eleksyon Talakayan.
Sir Romel, dito po sa bahaging ito ay tututok po tayo sa mga pambansang issue.
Yeah.
Ano po ba ang mga isyung dapat bigyang prioridad ng susunod na Kongreso?
Para sa akin, yung susunod na Kongreso, let me first take a step back. The Congress has the power of the purse. Huwag natin kalimutan yan. And as congressmen, hopefully if we can have 2 representation, in fact, if we can have 3 representations in Congress, ang balak namin gawin ay gawing totoo yung mga policy statements ng Presidente noong 2016. Noong 2016, sinabi ng Presidente, idudugtong natin ang Luzon sa Visayas via Matnog to Allen in Samar. Idudugtong natin ang Visayas sa Mindanao via San Ricardo in Leyte to Surigao City in Surigao del Norte. At yung mga tulay sa mula Panay, Guimaras at Negros, itutuloy natin yan. Policy statements are good policy statements, but at the end of the day, before these projects can be converted into real projects, there needs to be a feasibility study, detailed engineering study, at syempre yung financing for the project. Between the realization of the project at yung policy statement, wala pang nangyayari At walang nangyayari kasi walang nagpupush sa Congress to fund these 3 activities. Na yun yung aming parang adhiaka, pag napasok kami doon, yun yung concrete steps. Will take around 4 to 5 years in reality. Yan yung long term. Yung short term, yung Wi-Fi. In terms of gusto ni Presidente, di ba, ayusin ang telekomunikasyon ng Pilipinas. Again, ako tuwing bumabiyahe ako sa Visayas for this campaign, eye-opener, no? Sa island of Panay, ang daming dead spots, walang signal. Sa Cebu, sa island of Cebu, which is a tourist spot, ang dami din mga spots na walang signal. And this is not a joke. I've spoken to farmers in Antique who literally said that he has to cross a river and a mountain in order to get a signal. Hanggang ngayon pa ba naman dapat pa ba yung ma-experience sa ating mga farmers sa field? Hirap na kailangan nga natin ayusin yung kanilang livelihood and part of livelihood is communication so they can sell their products better.
Related po dyan sa inyo pong proposition na paigtingin pa yung Wi-Fi, yung connectivity via the internet. Ano po inyong posisyon doon sa pagpasok ng isang third telco kung ito po ay magiging Chinese?
Well, sa akin naman may mga performance standards yan, no? Yung regulatory function ng ating gobyerno should be strengthened. Whether kung saan man manggaling yan, from the States, from Russia, from China, for as long as it's foreign investments, malinis, merong mga technical safeguards. And when I say technical safeguards, ibig sabihin nun, namomonitor natin kung yung mga pumapasok dyan na data are has safeguards to keep the privacy requirements private. As the public should have, no?
Opo. Related din po dun sa sinasabi po ninyong gusto nyo pong i-push na connectivity sa mga major island groups ay ito pong build.
Correct.
Ano po ang inyong posisyon doon sa build ng administrasyon?
I fully support this, no, yung build. Alam niyo I don't want to mention any names, but in the 70s we were the first in everything, the first to put up the light rail system. The longest bridge in Asia was the Candaba Swamp Viaduct. The first to put up an expressway. Yung ating drive to develop those developmental projects on a national scale, dapat ibalik natin yun kasi yung regional development ng Visayas has to be taken from the point of view of national development. Kaya kami ang party list na ang nire-represent namin is a party that represents the regional block of Visayan-speaking people.
Opo. Kayo rin po ay may gusto niyo po ng connectivity. Sa tingin niyo po ba ay may concern po kapag sinulong ang federalism dito sa ninanais po ninyong connectivity sa ating mga regions?
Kung magkakaroon tayo ng federalismo, maganda siguro dyan is yung mga provincial governments can start putting up their own common towers. Naririnig niyo naman siguro yung project ng gobyerno natin na may common towers project tayo, no? Which Smart Globe and the third telco company can use. Alam nyo, isang problema natin sa ating telecommunications industry is the telecommunications companies are given franchises, concessions, that does not exactly require them to cover yung mga tinatawag nating mga missionary areas. So they focus on areas where the market demands the service, where there's some profit to be gained. Ngayon, because that's the nature of the contract, masisisi ba naman natin na Smart Globe and the third company? I think the government should step up and put up yung slack na yon, yung common towers, yung towers na kung saan, kunwari, in the province of island of Panay, maybe the provincial government of Panay can put up the common towers for Panay province para yung mga tao nasa bukid may access to information at balita.
Ano naman po ang inyong pagtingin po dito sa train law?
Yung train law natin, alam mo, nasa yan pinag-aralan niya na ating mga experts sa Department of Finance, sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. I think we should give it a chance. If it needs to be amended, the Congress can always come back and amend it.
Ano po ba ang nakikita niyong pwedeng i-amend doon sa train law?
Kung ako tatanungin, kung sa ngayon, ako dapat, dahil hindi nga, isa sa mga gusto namin ipasok dyan sa tax, dalawa, yung tinatawag nating GAFA law, yung Google, Amazon, Facebook, and Apple law, where these companies will have to pay taxes where yung mga gumagamit ng kanilang platform comes from. For example, if we're the number one social media capital of the country, then they should pay some tax because these people are the Filipinos are the ones actually generating traffic for their social media platforms. Pero yung tax walang umaabot dito, no? But we pay for that service.
So instead na consumer end po yung pondo po ng ating revenue ay mas gusto niyo pong ilihis doon sa, let's say,
Yung mga companies
mega
that are
companies.
operating here,
Yeah.
kunwari, may Bangko de Oro sa isang bayan na liblib sa Iloilo, sa Panay Island. Nagbe-benefit siya sa security ng mayor na binibigay doon, pero pero wala siyang binabayaran na income tax doon sa traffic na nangyayari in that branch in that particular town. We want to have that GAFA law in place, no?
Opo, yung thoughts niyo po dito sa trabaho bill, kasi ang gusto rin po dito ay babaan yung corporate income tax.
Oo.
Ano po ang posisyon niyo dito?
Yung corporate income tax, there's so many, parang it's a complicated, our taxation system is complicated. It's hard to just have one parang answer, no, for to solve the etong mga train law at yung mga trabaho law. Kailangan ba nating i-adjust I'll use the word adjust, ang corporate income tax? The answer is yes. How? We'll have to work on it and on a total comprehensive manner. Hindi pwedeng piecemeal yan, natitirahin lang natin yung corporate income tax. It's gotta be a whole solution and not just a piecemeal solution.
Alright, sir. A while ago, sir, no, ikinutuwa nyo po itong build project po ng ating administrasyon. Some people liken it doon sa Marcosian na paraan ng infrastructure kung saan nagkaroon po tayo ng mga loans to do our mega infrastructure.
Yeah.
Ano pong inyong posisyon doon sa pagkuha po natin ng loan sa China, and in relation to this, dahil nung panahon nga po ni na Marcos, ano po yung posisyon nyo sa pagiging malaya ni dating First Lady Imelda Marcos sa kabila po ng kanyang guilty conviction?
Okay, that's round about 4 questions in one statement. Sa akin yung build natin, I think there's nothing wrong thinking in terms of projects that would promote regional and national development. I think we should go towards that, lalo na sa Visayas region, kasi ang Luzon at Mindanao, it's one monolithic island. In the case of the Visayan region, when you talk about the Visayas, pansinin yun dito sa Luzon. Pag sinabi nating taga-saan ka sasabihin ng Ilocano ako, hindi niya sasabihin Ilocos Sur, Pangasinan, or sa Bicolano, hindi niya sasabihin Albay or Sorsogon, Bicolano ako. Pero sa Visayas, because of the island nature of the geography, ako Ilonggo, ako Cebuano, ako Waray. But if you think of yung regional development niyan from a tourist perspective and economic perspective, we gotta build those bridges para maging super economic region siya.
Opo, yung sa loans naman po.
In terms of the loans, alam mo, what I'm proud about the Philippines, because I used to work for basis conversion and I used to be an undersecretary sa Department of Transportation, I'm proud of the fact na the Filipinos have a good fiscal management policy. Hindi tayo yung mga irresponsableng mga umuutang lang ng pera kasi pwedeng umutang. So with that statement, I think safe tayo from any irresponsible borrowings, no?
Okay.
We won't borrow for projects that won't make money or walang economic benefit. May mga economic hurdles tayo na hinahabol.
Opo, lastly po, doon
Yes.
po sa pagiging malaya pa rin po ni dating First Lady Imelda Marcos sa kabila po ng kanyang guilty conviction.
Well, alam mo, sa mga ganyan dapat habulin natin yung judge na nagbigay nung sentensyang yon or kung bakit siya napalaya. Is there something wrong with the conviction? Is the evidence weak? Bakit hindi natin pinag-aaralan yon? Kasi we can't keep on saying na dapat ikulong. Dapat i-strengthen natin yung kaso. At kung kung may ebidensya, dapat lumabas yan.
Alright, sir.
Para yung justice will prevail.
Alright, sir. Tutungo na po tayo sa ikalawang bahagi ng ating panayam.
Eleksyon Talakayan.
Sa ikalawang bahagi naman ng ating programa ay mga advokasya naman po ng inyong partido ang ating aalamin. Sir, medyo na-mention nyo na kanina yung mga batas na nais ninyong isulong. Pero bukod po doon sa pagpapalakas ng ating connectivity at yung GAFA law, sir, ano pa pong mga batas ang nais ninyong isulong sa Kongreso kung sakali pong mahalal ang inyong partido?
Siguro isa yung yung tinatawag natin user obligation law sa telecommunications sa states. Sa states, lahat ng telecommunication companies are supposed to pay a tax. At yung tax na yun pinupul ng government to develop yung mga underdeveloped areas, yung mga hindi masyado profitable areas. I think we should do that para ma-balance out natin tong mga 60% of our public schools are not covered by Smart and Glow. Dadagdag ko sana yung sun eh. Wala na palang sun. Gusto ko lang ma-address yung 60% na yan. Yung isa siguro is, and this is going to be a little bit more controversial, sana yung party list ma-insulate natin from political extension of existing persons already in occupy yung mga LGU positions.
Okay. So, ano po, yung position po ninyo tungkol doon sa party list system in terms of insulating it ay yung avoiding political parties from running, sir?
Something like that. Para talaga, kasi what is a party list for? It's supposed to represent marginal interest. Sa akin, I think we should strengthen that. Para naman yung mga advocacies are the ones that's driving it rather than any other interests.
Okay, so ito po ay pag-amend, tama po ba, ng
Yes, ng
Supreme
party list
Court
law.
decision with regards to doon sa pagpapayag ng non-marginalized sectors into the party list system?
But we need to we need to amend the law.
Okay
Ganun
po,
lang
sir.
yan.
In relation pa rin po sa connectivity, sir, and communications, ano po ba ang halaga ng telecommunications para sa ating farmers? Kasi po nabanggit nyo kanina yung farmers po na naghahanap ng connectivity.
Kunwari, mga presyo ng kung saan nila pwede ibenta yung kanilang mga produce. Pwede silang tumawag sa palengke, sa karating bayan o sa ibang bayan. Malalaman nila sa ako ba pwedeng ibenta to. Yung market na sa kanya na eh. Hindi na niya kailangan dumaan pa sa mga middlemen who are actually making more money than the farmers. That's the power of telecommunications. Also, access to technology. Ngayon na may drought tayo, dapat maka-access siya ng information. Ano ba pwede kong itanim dito na drought resistant ng mga crops, no? Those are the things that's the value of communication to farmers.
Tumungo naman po tayo sa ibang issue, sir. Sa inyong palagay, ano ang mga pangangailangan o kakulangan sa rehiyon ng Visayas ang kailangan tugunan upang mas mainam na mapaunlad ang ekonomiya nito?
Ako first, yung telecommunications connectivity. That's the short-term plan that we want to implement. Long-term is of course the bridges. Another aspect of that is I think we need to reforest our watersheds in Panay, in Cebu, in Negros Occidental. This drought should teach us a lesson. We need to reforest our watersheds because our watersheds is the protector of underground water and the protector of against floods as well, no? So that's one. No? Tapos second, I think we need to strengthen yung training skills ng mga bata natin. We meaning the Visayan speaking people are very strong in seafaring skills. We should be strong in cash crops. Yung agriculture is a sector that's relatively undeveloped. I think the Visayan region together with the Mindanao region can be the breadbasket of not only Luzon but of the Philippines. We should strengthen that.
In relation po doon sa nasabi niyo tungkol sa water and drought po natin ngayon, ano po ang inyong mga thoughts regarding po doon sa pagtatayo natin ng bagong dams and paano po ba natin matutugunan ang ating water crisis sa inyo pong opinion?
We're in the crisis na ngayon, at the end of the day, alam mo, we need to build a dam. At the end of the day, that's whether it will be built under PPP, ODA, or General Appropriations Act, it needs to be built. Long term din, dapat i-reforest natin ang Sierra Madre Mountains. Without that reforestation, wala din, kahit i-build natin yung dams na yun, walang silbi kasi walang aabot na tubig dyan pagkakalbo na yung mga bundok natin. At the end of the day, mapupuno lang ng putik yung mga dams natin.
In relation naman po, sir, sa disaster risk management, paano po maaaring mas mapainam ang disaster risk management and mitigation, lalo na po sa Visayas na kadalasang pinaka-nasasalanta ng mga bagyo?
Sa disaster risk management, it's we need to make sure that local government units enforces land use laws properly. Pagka hazardous area, wag naman natin payagang mag-build na yung mga tao doon. Pagka flood-prone area, landslide area, wag na. Let's find another place for settlement for people. The problem kasi natin ngayon is we have settlers, no, along waterways and along fault lines. Dapat maayos natin yan in terms of land use and building construction code.
Ano naman po ang inyong pananaw hinggil sa militarisasyon daw sa ilang mga lalawigan sa Pilipinas?
Militarisasyon. I've been to Mindanao. Yung sinasabi nating martial law, the power still belongs to the local government units, no. Presence, alam mo ako, during my time, yung mga soldiers were not exactly parang held in high respect, no, by the people. I think soldiers now has a better place in society, better place. It can still be improved. Of course, everything still needs to be improved. Pero yung militarisasyon, I'm not too parang aware of any massive moves towards that direction.
Na-mention niyo po, sir, na yung role ng military can be improved in our society. What particular improvements po can we make?
Siguro, kasi alam mo, ang sundalo, hindi lang naman yan panggera, no? They also build. No, they also can teach. They can be sila yung mga frontliners natin, not just for fighting but also for those fronts. I think we should strengthen yung mga action na yan, including yung disaster mitigation capabilities nila.
Okay po, sir. Isa po sa mga naging proyekto ng BCDA ang pagpapayag sa development ng Clark Green City. Paano po ninyo ito na-envision na makapagdudulot ng kaunlaran sa isang national scale?
You know, under the administration of Fidel V. Ramos, may tinatawag si President Ramos no, na the Clark-Subic Metro Manila Triad, and that's a regional block for Metro Manila and Central Luzon. Clark will always be will be the parang civil aviation city of the leg, and Subic will be the maritime leg of the leg. Tapos Manila will be the financial leg of that triad.
Okay po, sir. In relation naman po doon sa balancing ng rights between the indigenous peoples and promoting our national economy and or protecting our environment, ano po ang paano niyo po nakikita yung balancing act na yun, sir?
I think we should always respect the rights of our indigenous people. Always, no, hindi mo pwedeng ipagsantabi. National development can come after that. But we should always respect the ownership, rights, compensation, at lahat yan dapat sa kanila yan. Hindi mo pwedeng tanggalin sa kanila yan. They're the wards. In fact, ako nga, if with the use of reforestation, they should be the wards also of yung reforestation. Kasi ancestral land yan.
Okay po, sir. Maraming salamat po, sir. Diyan po natin tinatapos ang ikalawang bahagi ng ating panayam.
Okay.
Eleksyon Talakayan.
Dr. Romel Sir
architect
Romel.
lang.
Architect Romel, pasensya na po.
Nagulat ako dun.
Architect Romel, meron din
Yes.
po tayong kinuha ng mga questions po mula sa ating UP community. Pakinggan po natin ang mga ito mula sa isang student.
Okay.
Hello po, ako si Josiah Hiponia, BA Film student ng UP College of Mass Communication. Ang tanong ko po sana sa mga party list candidates this 2019 national elections ay kung ano ang tindig ninyo sa patuloy na militarization sa mga communities ng kapatid nating mga national minorities at indigenous people, at ano ang kayang gawin ng party list nyo sakaling may manalong representative from your party list.
Let me address the second question. In the island of Panay, for example, there are a lot of IP people there. And also as part of yung drive to mitigate itong mga drought na to, so one of the programs that we would like to pursue is to empower yung mga IP natin to become the wards of this of their ancestral homes, which is usually yung mga watershed areas natin, and also give them yung skills, yung education, so that they can properly protect their own assets. Ang problema kasi is we need to also teach them how to protect their assets, not just give them the asset and then let them manage it. No, they have to know how to work with the system in order for them to work the system and stuff.
Opo. Pakinggan naman po natin yung ikalawang katanungan na ito.
Ako po si Lorena, taga-Ormoc, Leyte. Ano pong pinakamalaking issue sa Visayas at anong gagawin ninyo dito?
Yung isa siguro sa mga nakikita ko sa Visayan region ngayon is on an island to island basis. I think we're reaching yung maximum level of development natin on an island-to-island basis. What we now need to do is to graduate to the next level, and that is to basically connect the islands and form one region. The other thing is we need to expand yung irrigation ng mga lupain natin in Visayas, in Panay, in Cebu, in Samar, in Leyte. Yung mga malalaking mga islands na nasa Pilipinas bukod sa Luzon at Mindanao are in the Visayan region. And we need to basically provide irrigation sa mga farmers natin so that they can do not just one harvest but 3 harvests. Ngayon, it doesn't end there. Kaya nga natin kinukonekta to. Kasi tanungin natin, bakit mas mahal mag-ship ng bigas mula Mindanao at Visayas to Metro Manila than it is to ship rice from Visayas, from Vietnam and Thailand to Manila? Diba? Bakit ganun? Nandito lang naman ang Visayas. Ang problema kasi niyan, syempre, is in terms of yung supply chain, logic, to ship from Iloilo to Cebu, bababa muna nila sa port ng Iloilo before going to Manila. Minsan double handling
Opo.
Kaya nagiging mas mahal.
Opo. Architect Romel, pakinggan po natin tong last question na ito.
Okay, thank
Ako
you.
po si Jovelyn. Pabor po ba kayo sa war on drugs ni Duterte?
Pabor ba ako sa war on drugs? Yung drugs is a problem that needs to be addressed. Now, whether you want to call that a war or a movement, I think dapat masolve natin yung problema ng drugs through government intervention programs, through family intervention programs. Sometimes alam mo sa Finland, meron silang ang government may ginawa silang programa na binigyan nila ng na activities yung mga teenagers to basically reduce alcoholism and drug use. So siguro dito we should look at models, other models that may be more effective when it comes to addressing this problem of drug abuse in the Philippines.
Alright, sir. At dahil po dyan, nagpapasalamat na po kami sa inyong pagsasagot sa aming mga katanungan. May 30 seconds po kayo para sa inyong panghuling mensahe.
Yeah, ako si Romel Gaviata. I am the second nominee of Ako Bisdak Bisayang Dako. Sana matulungan niyo kami makaabot sa Kongreso para magawa natin itong mga programang aming ninanais. Huwag niyo kalimutan number 22 sa balota on May 13. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Architect Romel Gaviata, ang second nominee ng Ako Bisdak Bisayang Dako.
Sa aming pagbabalik, kikilalanin naman natin ang Kabataan Party List. Magbabalik po ang Eleksyon Talakayan makalipas ang ilang paalala.
Eleksyon Talakayan.
Dito may matinong usapan.